Margaret, a happy grandmother, lived by the seashore. There she could see big waves and hear the sound of seagulls singing. One sunny day, Margaret walked along the beach and thought about her life. When Margaret was a little girl, she played in the sand and built high sandcastles. She loved to collect seashells and pretty rocks. One day, her grandfather took her to the beach and taught her how to sail a small boat. Margaret was very good at sailing and loved it a lot. Margaret grew up and became a grown woman. She fell in love with a kind man named John. They got married and had a beautiful baby girl named Emma. Emma grew up to be a smart and clever woman. She studied hard and became a successful doctor. Emma got married. She had a beautiful baby girl named Olivia. Now, Margaret walked by the seashore and thought about her life from Olivia. She remembered how Olivia was a baby and used to sleep in a pram. When Olivia was a little girl, she loved playing with Margaret in the garden. They planted flowers and grew vegetables together. Olivia loved helping Margaret in the kitchen, making yummy treats like cookies and cakes. Margaret walked a little further and saw some children playing in the sand. They were building high sandcastles, just like she used to do when she was a little girl. She smiled and remembered her grandfather, who taught her how to sail a boat. Margaret sat down on a bench and watched the children playing. She felt happy and peaceful. Suddenly, Olivia appeared next to her, holding a big basket of seashells. "Grandma, I found these beautiful shells," Olivia exclaimed. Margaret smiled and said, "Oh, Olivia. You have a great eye for beauty. Just like I do." Margaret picked up a shell and said, "You know, when I was a little girl, I used to collect seashells all the time. I loved making pretty pictures with them." Olivia looked at Margaret with big eyes and said, "Grandma, tell me more about when you were a little girl." Margaret sat down next to Olivia and started telling stories about her childhood. She told stories about sailing boats, collecting seashells, and playing in the sand. Olivia listened with big eyes and a happy smile. As the sun started to set, Margaret and Olivia walked hand in hand back home. They talked about their favorite things and shared secrets. Margaret felt happy and grateful for her life, her family, and her beautiful memories. She knew that she would always have beautiful memories of her life, and she was grateful to share them with her lovely grandchild, Olivia. As they walked, Margaret saw the seashore in a different way. She saw a place where she had grown up, learned, loved, and laughed. She saw a place that had given her so much joy and happiness. Margaret smiled and said to Olivia, "You know, Olivia, I'm so grateful to have you in my life. You bring so much joy and love to me, just like your mother and your mother's mother did before her." Olivia looked up at Margaret with big eyes and said, "I love you, Grandma." Margaret hugged Olivia tightly and said, "I love you too, my dear."